Thank you for inviting me here, and it's an honor to participate in this kind of, I call it brainstorming meeting. Let me introduce myself first. I'm a professor of economics, and I work as an economist for the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, the sub-regional office for North Africa, based in Morocco. We cover actually 7 North African countries: Egypt, Sudan, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, Mauritania, and Libya. We have actually, we have recent restructuring where we have like this new section on employment skills for sustainable development. We're thinking about 2 priority areas, and we hope that we will collaborate with the Economic Research Forum and ILO in the upcoming 2-3 years or 4 years in these 2 areas. One of them is industries without smokestacks, and we try to focus on the case of Egypt. Then later on we'll expand the research to cover Morocco and other North African countries. So we try to avoid any kind of pollution. You know, like I don't know, is it like green jobs, green industries, environment friendly? So, like for example, the ICTs, the agro-processing, the tourism industry. So we started collaborating with Brookings Institute, and we need to expand, actually. We need to have more partners in this study. Like for example, a new pattern of structural change is emerging in Egypt, which is characterized by higher growth rate in the services sector relative to manufacturing. So here, we will, if we focus on industries without smokestacks, and we will focus specifically on information and communication technology, agro-processing, and tourism. And this, the research project actually will assess the extent to which youth unemployment can be addressed through employment creation in these industries in Egypt, and the skills required for individuals to be absorbed into these industries. So this is one area. The other area, as you all know, the African Continental Free Trade Area, we already ratified the agreement, and the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area in North Africa region is expected to contribute to the inclusion objective of the 2030 agenda of the UN, leaving no one behind, by supporting job creation and poverty reduction, particularly for women and youth involved in the informal sector. Specifically, the African Continental Free Trade Area is a significant landmark on North Africa's path to economic integration, but the problem is the North Africa region is the least integrated in the whole continent, and we need to know also what comes next is to ensure that the African Continental Free Trade Area, when we implement it in a manner that enables each country to benefit from its enormous potential for sustainable industrialization and job creation and deeper integration. We know that it has a potential to contribute to increasing the region's welfare and promote better employment outcomes. But the challenge we all face as North African countries is to find ways of realizing this potential as fully as possible. And we have to actually try to improve our understanding of the trade and labor market interaction. Yes, there is a clear link between trade and employment, but sometimes we don't know whether trade liberalization will create or destroy jobs. And in fact, many studies prove that it can do both, actually. So through this tentative research. We will address some questions, or we will answer actually some questions. For example, we need to know that during the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area, how to expand the range of goods and services that are produced and exported from low value to higher value added activities within North Africa region to achieve structural transformation as well as job creation. We need to know also what are the main levers to boost entrepreneurship and the development of SMEs to ensure inclusive and sustainable growth during the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area, and how to create a conducive work environment to promote and support productive sectors with a proven potential for job creation. So these are the two main areas we're thinking about, and we hope to collaborate with the ERF and ILO in these two areas. Thank you.